Have you ever thought that someone could steal money from your bank account without even touching you? Not by stealing your wallet, not by hacking your phone, but simply by standing next to you in line at the store. In this video, we're going to uncover one of the fastest growing scams in America right now. It's called the Ghost Tap Scam. I'll show you how it works, why seniors are the #1 target, the legal traps that make banks refuse refunds, and most importantly, the simple steps you can take to protect yourself and your loved ones. By the end, you'll have a clear action plan, practical, affordable, and proven to keep you safe. Last month, I spoke with a woman named Mary from Florida. She was 72 years old, living a quiet, independent life. One morning, while paying her bills, she noticed 3 mysterious charges on her account. $30 here, $40 there. At first, she thought she must have forgotten making those purchases. But as the days went on, the charges kept coming. By the time she realized what had happened, over $300 were gone. And the worst part? Her bank told her the transactions looked valid. Mary felt helpless until she discovered the truth about Ghost Tap. And that's where our story begins. Number 1. The shocking truth. How you can lose money in just 3 seconds. Imagine this. You're standing in line at the pharmacy. Your handbag rests lightly on your shoulder as you wait your turn. Behind you, a man steps a little closer, looking impatient, as if he just wants to move faster. You think nothing of it. But in that very moment, just 3 seconds, money silently leaves your bank account, and your card never even left your bag. This is the Ghost Tap Scam, a trick that takes advantage of the very same tap-to-pay technology we've all grown used to. Normally, when you buy groceries or grab a coffee, you tap your card on the machine, and it works instantly. Convenient, right? But criminals carry those same machines in their pockets, hidden under a jacket, and they use them to charge your card without you ever knowing. Here's a real example. A 70-year-old woman in New York was ghost tapped 4 times in one single day. Each time, the scammer took only $30 to $50. By the evening, over $200 had vanished, and yet her card was still sitting safely inside her wallet. The lesson is simple but sobering. You don't have to lose your card, and you don't have to be hacked online for your money to disappear. The very convenience we rely on can also open the door for criminals. And this leads us to an even bigger question. Why are older adults the #1 target of this scam? Let's uncover that in the next part. Number 2. Why seniors are the #1 target. Criminals don't choose their victims at random. They look for the easiest opportunities. And sadly, older adults have become the prime targets of the Ghost Tap Scam. But why? First, it's about accessibility. Many seniors carry their wallets or purses in ways that make them easier to approach without suspicion. A handbag looped loosely over the arm, a wallet tucked into a coat pocket, or even setting it down on a counter while signing papers. These small habits create the perfect chance for a scammer to slip close enough with their hidden payment device. Second, there's familiarity with technology. Most seniors know about tap-to-pay, but fewer realize the hidden risk, that the card is always broadcasting, even when it's in your bag or pocket. Many still believe that if they didn't hand over their card, no payment could be made, and that false sense of security is exactly what scammers rely on. Third, it's about perception. Criminals assume that older adults check their accounts less often, or may not notice small, unauthorized charges. A $30 or $40 purchase might go unnoticed for days, even weeks. By then, the scammer has already hit again and again. Here's a story. In California, a retired teacher discovered over $400 in mysterious charges spread out across several weeks. She thought at first that she had simply forgotten a purchase. By the time she reported it, her bank told her she had missed the 48-hour reporting window for full protection. The lesson is clear. It's not that seniors are careless. It's that criminals exploit habits, technology gaps, and outdated assumptions. And once you understand that, you can begin to see how to fight back. Which brings us to the next part, where and how these scammers strike most often, because knowing their hunting grounds is the first step to staying safe. Number 3, where and how criminals strike. To understand how to stay safe, we need to know where scammers operate and the tactics they use. Because Ghost Tap isn't random. It thrives in places where people are distracted, close together, and less suspicious. First, public transportation. Trains, buses, and subway stations are perfect hunting grounds. Crowded spaces mean people stand shoulder to shoulder. A scammer can slip close enough with a hidden payment terminal without anyone noticing. Second, shopping areas. Pharmacies, supermarkets, and farmers' markets are common targets. Why? Because people are busy juggling bags, receipts, or chatting with friends. In those distracted moments, it takes just a few seconds for a scammer to tap. Third, large events. Festivals, concerts, and community gatherings are especially risky. When hundreds of people move in tight spaces, scammers blend in easily. They often disguise themselves, wearing a fake staff badge or carrying a clipboard, so they look like they belong. Here's a story. At a weekend flea market in Texas, several seniors reported mysterious $40 to $60 charges on the same day. Later, investigators discovered a man walking through the crowd with a hidden reader in his backpack. No one noticed until it was too late. The lesson is simple. Scammers don't look like criminals. They look like ordinary people, blending in with the environment. And once you know their hunting grounds, you can be more alert, less vulnerable. Which brings us to the next big question. What happens when the bank refuses to refund your money, and why the law doesn't always protect you? Number 4, the legal gray area. Why banks sometimes refuse refunds. One of the most frustrating parts of the Ghost Tap scam is what happens after you realize you've been a victim. You expect your bank to protect you. After all, isn't that what consumer protection laws are for? But the truth is, it's not always that simple. Here's why. With Ghost Tap, your physical card is still in your possession. No one stole it. No one cloned it. The payment was processed exactly the way the bank designed it to work. From their perspective, the system did its job. I've spoken with seniors who were shocked to hear their bank say, "This doesn't look like fraud." Why? Because the card was present, the tap worked, and the charge went through successfully. Proving otherwise becomes incredibly difficult unless you have security footage or witnesses. And then there's the issue of time limits. Many banks require you to report suspicious charges within 24 to 48 hours. If you only notice them a week later, your claim is much weaker. That means a single delay in checking your account can cost you hundreds of dollars. Here's a real case. A man in Chicago discovered $350 worth of Ghost Tap charges after checking his statement 2 weeks late. When he filed a claim, the bank argued he had waited too long. He spent months fighting for a refund, and only succeeded after escalating the case to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. The lesson is clear. Even though fraud protection exists, banks don't always make it easy. They often place the burden of proof on the victim. And that's why prevention is so critical, because once the money is gone, the legal battle can be exhausting. So the question becomes, what can you actually do right now to prevent Ghost Tap from happening in the first place? That's what we'll explore next. Number 5, prevention. How to block Ghost Tap before it happens. The good news is this. While Ghost Tap is sneaky, it's also one of the easiest scams to prevent if you take the right steps today. Step 1, physical protection. An RFID blocking sleeve or wallet is one of the simplest, cheapest, and most effective defenses. These create a shield around your card so the signal never escapes. Even if a scammer presses a hidden reader directly against your bag, the card stays silent. You can buy these for as little as $5 online or in many stores. Step 2, disable Tap to Pay. For some, convenience is worth the risk. But for many seniors, turning off contactless payments entirely is the safest choice. Most banks allow you to do this right inside your mobile banking app or with a quick phone call. It means you'll need to insert your card and enter a PIN, but it eliminates the ghost tap threat completely. Step 3. Change how you carry your card. If your card sits in an outer pocket or near the edge of your handbag, it's an easy target. Move it to an inside zipper or an inner pocket. The more effort a scammer has to make to get close, the less likely they'll even try. Step 4. Build a daily habit. Spend just 1 minute each day checking your account. Scroll through your most recent charges and look for anything you don't recognize. Ghost tap transactions are often small, $20, $30, maybe $50. They rely on you ignoring them. But catching even a single suspicious charge early can save you from losing hundreds. Here's a quick story. One retired couple started checking their account every morning, just like reading the newspaper. Within a month, they spotted a $35 mystery charge and called their bank immediately. That fast action not only got them a refund, but also stopped the scammer from hitting them again. The lesson here is simple. Prevention isn't expensive, it isn't complicated, and it doesn't take much time. A few small habits can make you nearly invisible to ghost tap scammers. And that leads us to the next part. What to do if, despite your best efforts, you still become a victim. Number 6. What to do if you're a victim. Even with all the best precautions, scams can still happen. And if you ever find yourself a victim of ghost tap, the most important thing is this. Speed is everything. The faster you act, the better your chances of getting your money back. Step 1. Call your bank immediately. Use the fraud or lost card number printed on the back of your card. Tell them clearly, I believe I'm a victim of a ghost tap scam. Ask for your card to be locked and request a dispute claim number right away. This number will be your reference for all future conversations. Step 2. Request written confirmation. Ask your bank to send an email or letter listing the suspicious charges and the date you reported them. Having this paper trail can be critical if the bank pushes back later. Step 3. File a police report. Even if local police can't investigate every small charge, the report creates an official record of the crime. Many financial regulators require this before they can step in. Step 4. Document everything. Take screenshots of your account, keep a log of phone calls, write down the names and times of every representative you speak to. Victims who stay organized usually get results faster. Step 5. Escalate if necessary. If your bank refuses to refund you, don't give up. In the US, you can escalate your case to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, CFPB. In the UK, there's the Financial Ombudsman Service. In Australia, it's AFCA. These agencies exist to fight for consumers when banks fail to act. Here's a real example. A woman in Ohio lost $280 through ghost tap. At first, her bank denied her claim. But because she had filed a police report, kept every email, and escalated to the CFPB, she eventually got every dollar back. The lesson is clear. Being a victim doesn't mean you're powerless. But it does mean you need to act fast, stay organized, and push until you get justice. And this brings us to the next part. The common myths and misconceptions about ghost tap that could make you more vulnerable than you realize. Number 7. Common myths and misconceptions about ghost tap. When it comes to scams, one of the most dangerous things isn't just what criminals do, it's what we believe. Misconceptions create blind spots, and ghost tap thrives in those blind spots. Let's clear up some of the most common myths. Myth number 1. It only happens in big cities. Wrong. Ghost tap has been reported everywhere, from crowded subway stations in New York to small-town grocery stores in the Midwest. If you carry a contactless card, you can be a target. Myth number 2. If the charge is under $100, it doesn't matter. Also wrong. Scammers purposely keep charges small, $20, $30, maybe $60, to stay below fraud detection systems. These tiny charges add up to hundreds before you even notice. Myth number 3. I never use tap to pay, so I'm safe. Unfortunately, no. The NFC chip in your card is always broadcasting, even if you don't use it. Unless you disable the feature or shield it with RFID protection, it's still vulnerable. Myth number 4. The bank will always protect me. Not always true. As we saw earlier, banks sometimes refuse refunds if the card was present and the transaction looked valid. Believing you're automatically covered can make you careless. Here's the truth. Ghost Tap doesn't care where you live, how careful you are, or whether you use the feature or not. What matters is whether your card can be accessed, and if you haven't taken steps to protect it, scammers can and will take advantage. The lesson here: don't let false beliefs give you a false sense of security. Awareness is your first defense. And that brings us to the next part: a simple recap of the key lessons you can apply right now to keep your money safe. Number 8. Final lessons and call to action. We've covered a lot today, but let's bring it all together. Ghost Tap is silent, invisible, and fast. It doesn't require you to lose your wallet, or type your PIN, or even hand over your card. In just a few seconds, money can disappear, and that's what makes it so dangerous. But here's the good news. Prevention is simple. Use an RFID sleeve or wallet. Disable Tap to Pay if you don't need it. Carry your card in safer places. Check your account every single day. And if you ever do become a victim, remember, speed is everything. Call your bank immediately, document everything, and escalate if you have to. You're not powerless. There are steps you can take to fight back. The real lesson? Don't let convenience blind you to risk. A little awareness, combined with small daily habits, can protect your independence, your peace of mind, and your hard-earned money. So here's my call to you. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button so more seniors can see this warning. Share it with your friends and family, because scams spread fast, but so does awareness. And most importantly, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the next critical tip to protect your financial safety. Together, we can outsmart scammers and stay one step ahead.